Hello, my name is Aiden Mendoza, and today I will be explaining the code that allows for the texture mapping from what initially was a cube to what the book requires as a sphere. So, as for our parts that make it into a sphere, our first part here is our trace sphere section. So here it does an intersection check. This method, it calls sphere.intersection parentheses ray to determine if the ray intersects a sphere. This method then returns an intersection object which contains information about whether the intersection occurred a hit, the distance to the intersection, which is distance, the point of intersection, which is notated as point, and the normal vector at the intersection, which is notated as normal. So if the intersection is hit, the method proceeds to calculate the UV coordinates on the sphere's surface at the point at which the ray hit. This is done by calling sphere calculate UV parentheses intersection point, which then returns a vector 2 containing the horizontal and vertical coordinates of the intersection at that point on the sphere. All right. And next here, we have our class sphere function here. Just a moment. So with this class sphere, the ray sphere intersection is calculated by using the quadratic formula to solve for the value of t where the ray intersects the sphere. This is done in the intersect method in the sphere class. So if the discriminant is negative, then there is no intersection, otherwise meaning that the ray intersects the sphere at the calculated point, and the normal vector is then computed at that point. And then in regards to UV mapping, the method called calculate UV right here, it computes the spherical UV mapping based on the intersection point on the sphere surface. This method, it's used when the ray hits the sphere to map the point onto a position of the texture. So for, hopefully this runs quickly, but I can run the file here. And as you can see here, we get sphere underscore output. And as we can see, compared to our original output, which here is a cube, here is our output displaying the sphere.obj file.